I made a mistake and it is hilarious. I yesterday went to upload a new video to my YouTube channel, and as you probably, if you've been watching this channel, I was doing 30 videos in 30 days. Well, after that, I still continued to post, but not every single day. And after that, for some reason, a lot of my videos, like pretty much all of them, were getting 0 views. And I didn't know why. And I thought maybe just what I'm saying isn't interesting anymore. Or maybe the algorithm did something and it's not showing my stuff to my subscribers. Well, come to find out yesterday when I went to upload the video that I did, if you haven't watched it yet, it's with my friend. It's an interview, and he's a spiritual healer. He's amazing. It's about 45 minutes. I uploaded it and I checked on my computer. My YouTube settings were set to private for every single video that had 0 views. Now, I tell you this because I was starting to doubt myself about the things I was posting and like, should I even be sharing on YouTube? Maybe it's not relevant, yada, yada, yada. I know that's not the case. I know that I have a voice and I have things that help people, and I'm wanting to share those. So, this is a reminder if you have maybe done something that you're questioning or it's not getting the reach that you wanted. Maybe you actually just made a mistake. Or maybe you need to change up what you're doing, but you shouldn't give up. That is the point of this video. Something that I've been doing more of is getting involved in my local community. I have just become the vice president of the Parks Board, which is amazing. I love it. I put together a wellness series. We've had 2 sessions, they're every Wednesday. And last night's was awesome. There was this organization locally that's a business that you can go in. It's called Premier You, and you can get tested for your hormones and labs. And there's a nurse practitioner, and they also have like natural healing things that you can do too. It's very cool. So I'm very proud of that series that we're putting on for the Parks Board. But the other thing that I've been doing is I have been working with the mayor to create a video series, which has been so much fun because he's the most amazing person ever. He's so lovely. And he is just introducing me to all these business owners that we're going around and people in different department heads of the city, or the village is what we call it, the village of Swansea. And so I get to go around and I'm helping him make some videos of what goes on in the Swansea area, what some of the business owners do. It's just been a really fun series to produce. So this morning I went and we were able to go over to the public works, or where all the wastewater and, the grass mowing equipment and all the things are. And we interviewed one of the gentlemen's name is Rick. He's leaving. And then the new guy, Mike, is taking over, and walked around. Well, at the end, I was just, getting a tour. I was like, did I miss anything? Is there anything else going on that I should see or know about? And they were like, do you want to show her the sludge? And I was like, what is the sludge? Apparently, the sludge is what happens when you pull out the water, like the gray water. They call it something different, where you can filter the water out that's usable then to like water and, use for machinery and things like that. But then you have like the leftovers. So it's basically like like when you go to the bathroom, what's left after they filter all the water out. So I didn't know. I just thought that stuff landed in the landfill after that. So we went out back. He opened the door, and there's like this big field. It's under an awning, but it's not a field. And it's all like black, but it's got little tiny sprouts coming out of it, like little green shoots, like it's growing something. And I asked them, I said, did you plant something? And he said, no, we didn't plant anything. That just happens. Well, the funniest part to me, and I told them I want to come back and make a video because I just think this is so interesting and people should know it. But that, as a health coach, I know that corn isn't digested easily. Well, apparently tomato seeds aren't either. So that is what is sprouting up everywhere, is what they said, that those are tomato plants, because when you go number 2, they come out and they grow in this like whatever is left, the sludge, or it looks like dirt. But I guess they can use it on like fertilizers and things like that. So anyway, it's such an interesting process. So I learned about that today. And I, as you know, I'm a lifelong learner. I love always just getting to know something new, something going on. The other thing I did this morning before that, as I went to the Rotary Club meeting for our community, and these people are just so energized and jazzed and kind and like upbeat. It was such good energy to be surrounded by. They meet every today's Thursday, every Thursday at 7:30, except for the first Thursday of the month. But they're all doing such great things for people and for the community, and it was such a wonderful thing to be a part of. Um, Part of what I'm doing right now, aside from all the other things that I'm doing with the Parks Board, is I've been asked to help the town with the communications and PR strategy. And so we're starting phase one of that work. I just get to start that like next week. And the first step of action is going to be creating a digital newsletter for our town because we don't have one. We have a paper, it's called the Swansea Report, and it comes out and it's great, but we don't have a digital way for people to know what's going on. So I'm going to be creating that, and I'm so excited because it's like how cool to have grown up in this community and then traveled the world and lived in all these other places and seen what other people do in other places and what works really well and come up with all these interesting ideas, and I get to implement that here in my own community, and it's amazing. So I am just beyond jazzed that I get to do cool things and cool work here. At the beginning of like last year, was having a really hard time feeling connected to my community. When I moved back here, I worked from home a lot. I ended up joining a co-working space in St. Louis. And I just didn't have those connections, like meaningful connections in my community. I have those now. I feel so good about the direction that I'm moving and the people that I'm meeting that are doing great work, the business owners. I even met like this morning, this guy, he has a tailoring company for men's clothing. I was like, how cool is that? How amazing that you have your own little small business. So part of my work with the town will be to tell these interesting stories in the community, like the wastewater, because I think that's so interesting. Where, after you flush your toilet, what happens? Or, who is this person that is creating, this small business and tailoring, the way that people look around here? Or maybe I'm creating an editorial newsletter that is about like how to set up your summer garden and where to shop locally for the things that you can set up. So I am so excited about this. If I haven't said enough, I'll say it 8 more times. I'm so excited about this. It's just, I feel the barometer of energy inside of me for I always kind of take a look internally after I do things and tasks and work projects, and I notice like how my energy level is and how I'm actually feeling. And this has got me through the roof, all the things that I'm doing here. So I am on the right path. I know, in terms of spending time here, investing time in my community, and really making it a place that I want to be, that I want our boys to grow up in, that they can be part of. And I'm just really excited about it. So those are my 2 words many words of sharing with you today. The main point, though, is to whatever you're doing, make sure you just check in on yourself. And maybe going back to the beginning, maybe you accidentally uploaded those YouTube videos private and that's why no one's seeing them. So whatever you're doing, keep at it. Someone's watching. Eventually, you will get momentum. And sometimes you just have to do a little investing in yourself, in your community, in your people before you see that momentum happen. So have a great day. I look forward to cheering you all on in whatever you're doing in life.